Here we are determining the calculation of number of voids as well as number of atoms. Generally voids are smaller and atoms are bigger. So in ionic compound, position of lattice point is taken by atom, and at the void cations remain. It means an ion remain at inner position of lattice point and voids are filled up by cation. If the number of atoms of the lattice point is given as n, then always number of octahedral void will be n, means number of void and number of atom will remain same, and number of tetrahedral void will be twice of the number of atom. So these three are the reminder, these three formulas learned by heart. Then we will proceed with the questions. Okay, so here there is a question: if compound is formed by two elements P and Q, atom Q, that is anion, makes HCP lattice and cation P occupies all the tetrahedral void, what will be the formula? So first I will take that if the number of Q atom, it is of anion, number of Q atom is equal to, you know that in HCP number of atoms are 4. If number of atoms are 4, so I am taking HCP पर आपके number of atom कितने 4 होंगे, and these are the Q atom. So number of Q atom I am taking 4x. Why I have taken 4? Due to the HCP lattice. Here in question it is given that HCP. So point remarkable for you that if HCP is given then 4x. If BCC is given then it will be 2x. If simple is given then only x. It means all the position of lattice is occupied by anion Q. So the number of atoms of Q is equal to 4x. Then number of tetrahedral void, if it is 4x, the number of tetrahedral void will be double. It means 2 into 4x. So number of Q atom, as in the question itself is mentioned that all the tetrahedral voids are occupied. Sometimes it may be half of the tetrahedral void, then the situation will be different. So number of Q atom as at all the position of tetrahedral void, and tetrahedral void is 8x. Now formula will be P ratio Q. P is equal to 4x and Q is equal to 8x. So it will be 1 ratio 2. P ratio Q is equal to 1 ratio 2. It means number of atom P is equal to 1, number of atom Q is equal to 2. So its formula will be P2Q. Why P2Q? It will not be QP2 because anion and cation are given, then cation will first and anion will next. So formula is P2Q. I hope you understood. Now another question for you. In this question you are doing work for the compound formed between A and B. So according to the question, atoms of B form HCP lattice and those of element A occupying 2/3 part of tetrahedral void. What will be the formula of compound formed between A and B? So number of B atom, number of B is equal to 4 as HCP is the lattice. So if number of atom is equal to 4, the number of void, you need to determine tetrahedral void, number of tetrahedral void is equal to 4 into 2. Number of A atom is equal to 2 by 3 of this part, 8. So 2 by 3 into 8. It will come as 16 divided by 3. So now number of B atom, number of A atom. Number of B atom is 4. Number of A atom is 16 divided by 3. It will come as 4 into 3 upon 16. So B is 3, then A is 4. In this question, A and B, which one is cation, which one is anion, not given. You can write A4B3 or B3A4. In all, number of A atom is 4 and number of B atom is 3. So A4B3 will be the formula. So one more question. Regularly these are coming in boards. Now you can understand that in general in the ionic compound, lattice points are covered by bigger anion and the smaller void is occupied by cation. If the radius ratio we can understand of this cation and anion, it means ratio of lattice point and ratio of void we can understand, then we can say something about the stability of the compound. Okay, so our next step to determine the radius ratio of atom and radius ratio of void. We will continue. Thank you.
Start.
Good morning, girls. Today we are determining radius ratio of void. First I will do work for octahedral void. You know that octahedral void is just like face center unit. I have drawn octahedral void, center position of octahedral void, where A, B and C are the center of the atom A, B and C. And this red color circle is the position of void. If I am taking the radii of atom as capital R, then the radii of A is capital R, radii of C is capital R, and if radii of R is small r is the radii of void, then this center position, this its diameter will be equal to 2 into small r. Now I am starting the derivation for this particular point in triangle ABC. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC is equal to, you know that AB is its length, A square plus A square. So AC is equal to 2A square and AC is equal to root 2A. AB is also A. So AC is equal to root 2 AB. If I will find the ratio between AC upon AB, it is equal to root 2. AC, according to the diagram, AC is equal to R plus 2R plus R. It means 2 capital R plus 2 small r divided by AB is equal to the radii of atom A plus radii of atom B. It means 2R is equal to root 2. Now it will be solved. Then it will come as 1 plus R upon R is equal to root 2. So R upon R is equal to root 2 minus 1 r upon r will be is equal to 1.414 minus 1 is equal to 0.414. So in all radius ratio of octahedral void is 0.414. Let us continue our topic. Now I am determining the radius ratio of octahedral void. This is the position of octahedral void. Red colored void is octahedral void, and these four positions are shown as the atoms which are situated at tetrahedral. Okay, so if we are finding that capital R is the radii of atom and small r is the radii of void, then this red colored circle's diameter will be equal to 2r. Our previous knowledge, according to the previous knowledge, AC is equal to root 2a, and here AC is equal to the sum of the radii of r and r. At A position also one atom is situated, at C position also one atom is situated. Due to our conveniency, we have shown at the distance, but it will be equal to capital R plus capital R. So it is equal to root 2a. So 2r is equal to root 2a. R is equal to root 2 upon 2. In this manner it will be. Now come to the distance AD. You know that AD is equal to root 3a, and AD is equal to, suppose at B position also one sphere will be, then AD is equal to 2r plus 2r is equal to root 3a. Okay. Now r plus r is equal to root 3 by 2 a. Now if I will divide equation number 2 by equation number 1, then my data will be like that: r plus r upon r is equal to root 3 upon 2a divided by root 2 upon 2. A will be cancelled out and I will come on the result root 3 upon root 2. Now we will go further. One plus r upon r is equal to root 3 by 2, and r upon r is equal to root 3 upon 2 minus 1. So this will come when calculation will be going on, then it will come 0.225. So again, for the revision purpose, you have used previous knowledge. AC is equal to root 2a, AD is equal to root 3a. Number 1 point. Number 2 point, AC, these two spheres are touching to each other. So it is equal to sum of the radii of atom A and radii of atom C. AD is equal to sum of the radii of atom A and sum of the radii of atom, suppose it is situated at D, plus sum of the radii of void into 2. So I have written the same, that AD is equal to root 3a, then AD is equal to this r plus 2 small r plus 1 capital R. So 2r plus 2r is equal to root 3a. So r plus r is equal to root 3 upon 2a. I got here also r is equal to root 2 upon 2a. By dividing both the equation, I got the relationship capital R plus small r divided by r is equal to root 3 upon root 2. And here next term, okay, 1 plus r upon r is equal to 3 by 2. And now after calculation it is equal to 0.225.